transparency. If I look crazy, it's because I started itching my eye. Allergies. Woo. And then I started looking at my face and I was like, oh, that's a spot that needs to be picked. Okay, anyways. So if I look busted, I might put a black and white filter on this. Why is my phone on sound? Maybe they're telling me not to say it. I'm gonna say it anyways. I'm gonna put this in the video anyway. I said complete transparency. But yeah, my phone's over there and I'm not getting up. So, I'm chewing gum. I'm a mess right now. Okay. I'm gonna put the gum under my tongue and act like I'm in school. All right. Okay, I'm done playing. For real. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Tarot with Tay. Welcome to the Tay gang. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified every single time that I pull up. Okay, thank you guys so much for the love, the support, the bookings, the donations. Speaking of bookings, make sure that if you want to book a personal reading with me, you already know that the very first link in the description box is the only way to make that happen. I will never DM you. I will never message you. I will never lure you to WhatsApp. Okay, you already know. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. They're the weird kids in class that nobody talks to, okay? All right. Sorry, I just had to put that in there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and talk about what do people most often assume about you, and what does that have to say about your shadows and how you can work with them, on them, for them. Okay, let's just dive in, all right? You already know how I am. Spirit picks the topics and I say, okay, got it. Let's get it good. All right, so let's see what comes out here. I'm just as excited as I hope you are too. Let's hop to it. 4 groups. 4 groups, okay? We're talking about what do people most often assume about you? And what does that say for your shadow work? Group 1. This wisdom rock stone gives me peacock vibes every time I see it. Group 2, this tiger's eye. Group 3, citrine. Group 4, smoky quartz generator. Feel free to pause the screen if needed, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. Group number 1, if you selected, okay, honestly, like when the stone was here, before I could even say group number 1, I heard stubborn, okay? If you selected this wisdom rock, then this is your reading. And when I heard that stubborn, I heard, I envisioned Taurus, the bull, okay? What do people often assume about this group? Let's get 4 tarot cards to talk about what do people often assume about this group. 4 tarot cards, starting with the Mystic Monday Tarot. What do people often assume about this group? Wow, the Emperor just came out in the reverse here, okay? And when I split the deck, that was who was there, but he was in the upright. Let's get 3 more for what do people often assume? 5 of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Oh, okay. One more before I say that. I might not even say that. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, wow. Okay, so I'm going to keep this. What I'm hoping is not triggering. I'm going to keep it there. Yeah, 9 of Swords. People, the message that's coming through, people assume that you have endured some form of someone not being nice to you in an extreme way. Trigger warning, just your power being taken from you in some way, shape, or form. But you overcome it. Look at this. Okay, I love this energy here. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. We had the Emperor to come into reverse first. Then the Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. And then the Six of Pentacles. So I want us to focus on the imagery in the Ten of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Look at this line that effortlessly flows between the two. It gives both images some sort of relation. They correlate. They go together. They relate somehow. People often assume that you were a victim in some way, but you came out the victor. But it does. It has impacted a lot. Mostly about how your mind works and where you're going in the future. I feel like some people assume that you might be afraid of the world in a way, or at least you were. Okay, that's what people assume. So that doesn't have to be true. Now, what does this have to say about shadow work? All right, let's get to the real stuff. The Fool. Clarifying the Emperor reversed. Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. And how does this shadow work? How does this impact shadow work? Two of Cups. Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords and how this relates to shadow work. Dang. Oh my God. Okay. Judgment in the reverse. Clarifying the Ten of Swords. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're talking about forms of attachment here. What does this have to say about your shadow work? There is more love for you than you think you even deserve. Clarify the Six of Pentacles and how this relates to shadow work. Yeah, the Six of Wands. You're getting there. How does this reflect in your shadow work? It shows that you've done the work, that you're doing the work, that you're working with yourself, that you're trying your best. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Mental energy. You're working with your mindset. So your shadow work message is actually a congratulations, a pat on the back from Spirit. Look at that. Strength is peeking out on the bottom of the deck underneath the King of Swords. Strength. Spirit is commending you. Whatever your past situation was that had you feeling powerless, weak, less than, hopeless, you found some sort of equilibrium within, homeostasis within. That Six of Pentacles is the strongest card here. How amazing is that? In a reading where we have the Emperor in the reverse, the Fool, Judgment in the reverse, your strongest card here is the Six of Pentacles. Because that's where you found yourself. You settled into yourself. Instead of trying to make yourself tired and go everywhere else, you decided to say, you know what? I'm going to be who I am. This is beautiful imagery here. Okay, so this is a story that's coming out to me right now. Notice in the Five of Pentacles how her hair is covered. Okay? The card right after that, the Ten of Swords. It's almost as if the hair doubles as the own blood, okay, if you will. Now, stay with me. In that imagery, the hair is red. In every other card where there's a person, the hair is dark, the hair is black. In every card that has a person now, the hair is dark, the hair is black. What this is telling me is that you were hidden away under that head wrap. Is it pronounced hijab? I'm not sure the correct way, but the hair being covered, to then the hair being red, pink, to then finally settling into the blue, the black color. Settling into your own depth as opposed to trying to let it sit around you. You absorbed it and made it something beautiful. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, you overcame it. Big shadow work here. This is honestly a congratulations from Spirit. Look, there's that bull that I was talking about, stubborn. That's what I was talking about. Look, the bull has come out again. Prosperity lies ahead. The other Taurus card. Step out of your comfort zone. New moon in Taurus, North Node. You're stubborn in the right direction now. You're stubborn about the right things now. You're stubborn in the proper ways. Look at that, a new start is coming. To do what you got to do. So again, how does this reflect your shadow work? This shows how much work that you have done. Despite what people may look at you and assume they don't know your story. That's what this reading is all about, is to show that just because they assume one thing does not mean that it is the truth. Their perception of you has nothing to do with you. All right, so that was the Moonology. So now I'm going to dive in with the Practice You. I'm going to look at it every time. Even when I know it, I'm going to look. Left hand to heart. Right hand resting, spine tall. Breathe deeply into your... Why was I able to read that earlier, but right now it looks like a different word? Belly. Wow. Let's start over. Left hand to heart. Right hand resting. Spine tall. Breathe deeply into your belly. Expand, open throughout your body, and receive your breathing. In my defense, this is how they wrote belly. Dog, that look like a U. Them 2 L's look like a U. Anyway. This is how I share the blessing of trust with those who need it most. Take a screenshot if you would like. 3, 2, 1. I know you see. Okay, anyways. How else can we dive in here? Let's talk about more shadow work. More shadow work with the Wisdom of the Oracle. More shadow work messages. Wisdom of the Oracle. Between Worlds at the bottom of the deck, the number 3. We have Round and Round, the number 25. And the Fates, the number 17. You have finally stepped into this world where you have crowned yourself. This is where that Emperor reverse energy was. Whatever it was that had your time, your energy, your efforts. At the back of your mind was always this. This is what was going round and round in your mind, is what you knew was fated for you. For you to wear the crown. Building blocks is right up under that. I kid you not. You are being commended for the shadow work that you have done, meaning that continue to do what you have been doing, because clearly you're doing something right. All right. Now we're diving into the Money and the Law of Attraction cards. You got the number 32. My attention to it invites the essence of it. The back of this card says, anything you are giving your attention to is an invitation to the essence of it. Saying, I want money, but it will not come, is the same as saying, come to me, absence of money, which I do not want. When you are thinking of money in the way that will make it come to you, you always feel good. When you are thinking of money in the way that keeps it from coming to you, you always feel bad. That is how you know the difference. How do you feel? You decided that you didn't want to feel this 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords anymore. So you bossed up. 6 of Pentacles. You paired up with your Emperor in the reverse. I feel like your Empress was healed and ready to show love to the Emperor within. That's what the Fool and the 2 of Cups represents, a new beginning within you. To decide where you put your energy, your efforts. My attention to it invites the essence of it. You knew that what you fed your energy to is what would grow. So you decided to focus your energy in places that you wanted to grow. The card at the bottom of the deck is the number 8 and says, I am the attractor of my every experience. So you became what you wanted to attract. The number 8, you stepped into a new cycle. There we go. A new start is coming. A new moon at the bottom of the deck for you. This is what happened. This is what's happening. I feel like it's happened because we're talking about shadow work, what you've done. Closing out your reading, the number 19, deep breathing. The number 38, nourish your temple. Ooh, excuse me. This is really important for you. Deep breathing with the hand over the heart, over the belly. I'm hearing facing north. For anyone that matters, facing north. You want to do this exercise, this breathing, this prayer, facing north. For others of you, it's facing your North Star, thinking of your North Star, where you want to go, your desires, your truth, your essence, your being. Okay, so this is how people commonly assume things about you, what they most commonly assume. And this is how it reflects in your shadow work and what needs to be done or what has been done for you. It's what has been done. So again, continue to walk in your honor because you are doing fabulous as you are. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to keep you going. 14:44 on the timer. But let's go ahead and get into the next group. Group number 2. If you chose this tiger's eye, I'm hearing, I just wonder, do you ever think of me anymore? Do you? Yo, that was like back in the day, Neo, okay? I think it's Do You? Yeah, Do You. Whew. Honestly, in my opinion, that's the most fire song Neo ever drops. Okay? Period. Out of all of them, I don't care. I'm passionate about that one. But Lord, there's a lot of depth here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm talking like a lot of bent over ugly cries on the bedroom floor. Long nights. Why am I seeing this? Why am I feeling this? Oh, a sigh of relief to be freed of this. Okay, what is this about? What do people most commonly assume about this group? What do people most commonly assume? Okay, we got a lot of assumptions. All right. Okay. We have the 5 of Cups. I'm sorry, what? We have the 5 of Wands. That came out with the 9 of Swords and the Tower. That's a lot of conflicting energy, a lot of mental conflict, a lot of discomfort, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of pain. Okay, I'm getting like really anxious energy here. These 3 cards came out facing upwards together. We have 2 cards that came out together facing down. Let's go ahead and see what these are. Wow. The 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, more painful energy. It's like the most painful cards that could have come out here came out here. That song is still playing. I know what we had is dead and gone. Too many times I made you cry. And I don't mean to interrupt your life. I just want to cry. I just wonder, do I ever cross your mind? There's like you just lost the only chance you ever had, lost the person closest to you, okay? I'm getting something in the back, the lower back. Some of you may have suffered an injury here, or someone that you know. Oh, for some of you, it was just a straight up backstabbing. Okay, so people most often assume that you have been backstabbed, betrayed, broken down, beat up, like everything. But what's so weird is that we have the 9 of Cups, one of the most happy cards that could come out, has come out here. Let's get some clarity. Okay, so now I want to talk about, what does this have to say about your shadow work? What does this reflect in shadow work? Let's clarify card by card. So first, the 5 of Wands. This is going to help me depict what energy is coming through here and what else I can add. Didn't I say the 5 of Cups first things first? Look at this. The 5 of Cups has just come out. Clarifying the 5 of Wands, which is what I mistook for the 5 of Cups. You've had to turn your back on a lot of potential possibilities. Okay, so for some of you, you've moved around a lot in life and you never really were able to take root anywhere, and this really impacted you in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm hearing drastic changes in your life. Let's clarify the 9 of Swords. Let's clarify the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. The Hanged Woman, things that you had no control over. No matter how many times you tried to cry, pray, yeah, this is something that it was inevitable. Some occurrence in your life, people assume that you have undergone something that was just inevitable in your life, and you were just kind of forced to make the best of it. Yeah, the 3 of Pentacles here. Again, someone that was close to you, something that you were really like concentrated on here. The Tower. Let's clarify the Tower. Yeah, the 3 of Wands in the reverse, the Tower. Boom. Changes the entire course of everything. But you're still managing to keep getting up. So people most often assume that you've gone through some like earth-shattering thing, okay? That's something that people commonly assume. That's the message that's coming out here. What is that saying about your shadow work? Is that, yes, that is the case, but I keep resurrecting. I keep literally bringing myself back from the dead, dog. Look at this, a 10 of Wands. I just want you to know that if this is your group, life is going to get better. No matter what you've been through, what you're going through, what you happen to go through in the future, like this energy right here is only energy that the greats can endure. I know that we don't like to hear that, but sometimes it's not to say that life is going to be hard, like one scenario after the other. Sometimes your biggest struggle in life, look at this, is your own mind. It gets better. All right, let's get one more. Clarify the Ten of Swords and how this reflects in shadow work. The Four of Pentacles. Look at, yo, I'm talking like you're holding it together. And it gets better. You are doing the best that you can with what you have, and you're doing fabulous. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. I'm telling you, it gets better. This is literally you gazing into the moon, like crying, like when? The scriptures of the week. Mark 11:24. Matthew 21:22. Both of those basically come together to say this. Whatever it is that you desire, when you pray for that, when you ask for that, when you try to manifest that, when you try to co-create that, that faith the size of a mustard seed, that hope within you, no matter how small it is, buried underneath so many doubts, no matter how small that faith is, it can change everything. Your Four of Pentacles, you're doing your very best is just enough. It's more than enough. Okay? It's more than enough. I'm hearing a door has closed. That chapter is over. You're moving into brighter days now. I just saw Leo as I said that. Let's go ahead and jump in with Moonology. That was the Mystic Mondays tarot. I don't know if I said that already. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. What did I say? Your Four of Pentacles, the best that you could do is doing all that it needs to do. It's giving what it was supposed to give. Your energy, it is. Let me get one more Moonology. Bottom of the deck, don't let your past hold you back. South Node, you're doing your best. You're swimming. Look at this. Expect powerful change, dog. I can't make this up. Your Four of Pentacles, the best that you're doing is the best that you can do, and that is more than enough. I think you just really need to hear that. To know that the best that you can do is always more than enough. Even if your Four of Pentacles equates to one pentacle that you can just barely manage to give, it still counts. It actually counts for more than you know. Ooh, confirmation. Let's get one from the, I'm never going to remember these names, when I'm channeling. Practice You. This is a new oracle deck to this channel. This one wants to come out. This is my prayer for clear vision and sight. Look at this eye. Do you guys see how that's an eyeball? I hope you do. As in, like, this is the white of it. Pupil here, like, oh. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, consider any tones of doubt that might be present today. This is who I am when that doubt falls away. What did I just say? No matter how much doubt is burying your faith the size of a mustard seed, imagine your faith is the seed and the dirt is your doubt. It's still going to blossom beautiful, abundant flowers. You just need to know that your best is more than enough. Look, peace, regeneration. The number 2346. That's that number doubled. You're going to be feeling peace, regeneration, renewal, double time. It gets better. Regeneration, resurrection. It gets better. You just have to know that it does. Let's get one more wisdom of the oracle. Between worlds. You are on your way to your new life. Look at this. Between worlds. You are on your way to your new life. You just got to hold it together. They're like, I'm going to leave a video, okay? The last video that I posted on my spiritual channel, well, it was the last currently, but it's about my story with the law of assumption. You guys need to watch that. Need to. Gots to. So I'm going to leave that linked for you guys, but whew. You got to control your mind and know that the divine will take care of you. Your only responsibility in this life is to control your mind, discipline your mind. Everything else just falls into place. I'm going in now with the money and the law of attraction cards. All right, we got one. Bottom of the deck. Whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. The number 26 and the number 36. That's a difference of 10. Big change. There is no shortage of money or time. The back of this card says, there is no shortage. And any attention to shortage of something wanted will always produce negative emotion within you, because your guidance is letting you know that you have strayed from your broader basic understanding of abundance and well-being. Whether you are focused upon the shortage of money or seeing yourself as having only so many years to live, and so each day that is expanded is one day closer to the end of your years, that feeling of decline is contrary to your broader understanding of the internal nature of your being. You are beyond this flesh. You complete everything in divine timing. This flesh and beyond. I just see you really getting comfortable with whatever pace life happens to go in for you. That's why you have the moon at the bottom of the deck. You're wondering why. But you're also seeing the blessings in it all here. There's a really double-sided energy here that's really overwhelmed by just about everything. But you're handling it so gracefully. Between worlds, you are emerging out on the other side, okay? Expect powerful change within your mind space. I'm talking peace you've never experienced before, dog. 1515, the devil. That's a devil number in tarot. Peace you've never experienced before is coming to you. Look at this. Sync with the moon. I just talked about how you have the moon as your underlying deck energy. Let's get one more. This is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. And finally, ground yourself with watch a movie at the bottom of the deck. You're being encouraged to close your eyes, go into meditation, drift into some sort of daydreaming state, and let your mind just go crazy in the most positive places. How great can your life be? I'm talking candy cotton clouds. Candy cotton? Cotton candy. Oh my. Cotton candy clouds, okay. Cotton candy clouds and rivers of licorice and I don't know, what do you want? Build that environment. Do that. Create that. Believe that. So your overall message here for your shadow work is bravo, brava, because you've done amazing, sweetheart. Seriously. So now that you've got yourself this far, I want you to dream bigger. Dream of your most peaceful state. Dream. Dream, dream, dream. Dream about it. And then after you dream about it, think about it. How can you make that dream a reality? What can you do? What can you do today to contribute to that dream that you want tomorrow? I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation. All right, this is a glimpse into how people perceive you and how their perception of you has absolutely nothing to do with you, because in reality, it's all about what's going on within and the work that you have done to progress. All right, thank you guys so much. Let's get into group number 3. Citrine, citrine. Okay, I need some water. Okay. So, what do people most commonly assume about my group number 3, citrine? True or not, what message needs to come out here? What do people most often assume about my group number 3, citrine? And how does that reflect into their shadow work? Let's get 4 cards on what the assumptions usually are. We have the Knight of Swords that came out with the King of Pentacles. Okay. Sharp, witty. I'm hearing sharp, witty, but also absent-minded, but not no one to play with. It's like you're present when it counts the most. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Let's keep going. What do people most often assume about my group number 3s? Citrine? Yeah, 8 of Wands. Going places. Your phone's always going off. Always doing things. Let's get one more for assumptions. And then we have the Tower. Look at that. Always shaking things up, making things happen. I'm getting like big mogul vibes here. 3 of Cups. Yeah, people feel like you live the good life is what's coming through here. Now I'm hearing the good life better than the life I lived when I thought that I was gonna go crazy. And now my grandmama ain't the only girl calling me baby. And if you're feeling me now, then put your hands up. Good life. Yo, hey, I'm good. People assume that you got a good life, okay? Like, I'm talking a great life, okay? I'm also hearing a good sex life, okay? I don't know why I had to mention to this group. I'm building a Patreon for you guys for 18+ readings, and I'm also going to do a not 18+ Patreon to teach you guys my intuitive tarot knowledge, so that you can take what resonates, leave what doesn't for yourself, okay? All right, so now let's get into how this reflects your shadow work, all right? How does this reflect their shadow work? Clarify the Knight of Swords. What is this? 7 of Wands. All my life I had to fight, okay? See, a 7 of Cups. You've never had anything handed to you. This is very clear. This is why you're so honest and sincere. Like, again, really not with the BS. That Knight of Swords with the King of Pentacles, you're really like, let's get down to business. Knight of Wands. You have a lot of passion that was transmuted from anxiety, instability. Your desire for stability, no, your necessity in the past, your necessity for stability made you anxious, made you a go-getter, made you go get things. But that came at a cost. And what it costed you was a lot of hard lessons learned. But that's what's made you look so good on the outside, because the most successful people fail the most in secret. Let's keep going. Clarify the 8 of Wands here. Six of Wands, yeah. Success. Everything in your shadow work energy is wands, wands, wands. You took the energy of, I'm picturing the 5 of Cups or the 10 of Cups reversed. You took this energy and you let it ignite you. You let it light your fire within. Look at that, the Empress, okay? You got all this fire, but you fly it in a mug, okay? The Empress, the 8 of Swords. You're doing it from in your sleep, okay? You've healed your... Okay, here we go. Your shadow work, your inner divine masculine had your inner divine feminine up. She was doing everything he was doing. But then something forced you to sit down. This could just simply be shadow work itself. But you sat down and you were like, is this what I want? Is this what I need? Is this for me? And then you got grounded. You hit that King of Pentacles. The way that what people assume about you is exactly what you are. A mother boss. Winner. Self-made. Made the impossible possible. Let's clarify these Mystic Monday Tarot with some moonology. What do you need to release? Let's get one more moonology. You release the negative aspects of your not so fun upbringing. And you made your weaknesses your strengths. Look at that. A new romantic cycle begins. This is that passion that I'm talking about. That gusto, that drive to go after the things that you want in life. Look at that. At the bottom of the deck, don't let pride get in your way. Despite who may be watching, who may be talking, who may be gossiping, don't matter. You got up and you moved anyways. And so now all they can do is congratulate you. Now they only say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot to do vacation. I messed the lyrics. Dedication. Okay, so now I'm going in with the Practice You Oracle cards. These are new to this channel, all right? Let's get one. You know what? I asked for one and they dropped the whole deck. Okay, let's try that again. I only need one. Only one. Let's get one. One. This one. How do you practice getting grounded in the core of your being? This is what my center feels like. Take a screenshot if you must. 3, 2. All right. Remember when I was talking about you was all over the place, willy-nilly, your Empress was up too? There was no part of you that was sitting down. Then this card comes out and talks about getting grounded and the core of your being, your center, your feminine. You are being committed for the shadow work that you have implemented on your inner divine feminine. How you balanced yourself. Mostly the feminine though, because she was really active. She was way too active, sweetheart. She was malnourished. Okay. Now going in with the wisdom of the oracle. Wisdom of the oracle. Wisdom of the oracle. To be fair, look at that. That wasn't fair to her. She's pretty for a reason. She don't want to get up. She don't want to, so she doesn't have to. Come to the edge. Look at all this feminine, fun, flirty, beautiful energy. The number 36 could be relevant to you. The number 38, or just the number 3, the number 8, the number 6. All right. Now we're going in with the money and the law of attraction cards. I have control over the thoughts that I think. The number 33. Didn't I just talk about a 3 here? The back of this card says, since you have control over what thoughts you offer, what could be more than just the powerful law of attraction responding equally to everyone who offers a vibration. Once you gain control over the thoughts you think, your sense of injustice will subside and will be replaced with the exuberance for life and the zest to create that you were born with. Let everything in the universe be an example to you of the way the laws of the universe work, dog. Instead of self-pitying, you not only did the work externally, but you got aligned and did the work internally so you could hear the word. You realize that you could have everything that you wanted outside, but if inside wasn't right, everything on the outside would just look like hell in a different form. You had to find your peace, and you found it. Let's go ahead and close out with the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Sacred Self-Care. We have energy work at the bottom of the deck, the number 22. You've built up from the inside out. Plan a vacation flow like water so that you can just be. Look at the flow. There's even airflow, water flowing. In the flow, energy work. Water flows. Your energy just flows through your chakras. Hey. Okay, so, all right, my bad, you guys. Citrine, we're still on citrine. Before I was interrupted, we were talking about chakras flowing, doing the energy work, building from the inside out. And then I noticed that the Eight of Swords was showing the Two of Wands right up under it. So it's like you're sitting in this Eight of Wands only because you want to, because you already know how to move forward, when to, what you want to do, how you want to, and if you don't know now, you will. And it's like you constantly are doing that inner work to break down those boundaries, those walls, to get by and be like, okay, so now I know how to build from here because I built from little me to get to clear-minded me, leveled up version of me, okay? You flowed into it, all right? I just get a sense of like grace, like with a little swagger on it, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and do your reading right here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you'd like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box to make that happen. And if you'd like to support my other channels, the links will be near the timestamps. But let's go ahead and get into group number 4. Group number 4, this smoky quartz generator. I'm hearing simpler, like the simpler times, simpler days. Okay, let's see what this is referring to. The simplest of times is what's coming through here. And I'm getting like childhood era. I'm getting like a cliche white picket fence family, okay? With secrets, yes. Okay, let's see. What do people most commonly assume about this group? Oh, wow, the Queen of Wands. Okay, I heard I get what I want, and that flipped over. Okay, what do people most, wow, the cards are just flying out. The Knight of Pentacles, no matter how long it takes, I get what I want. Okay, what, yeah, so, okay, the Ace of Pentacles, people feel like things just get thrown at you because you are this Queen of Wands, attractive, intelligent, magnetizing is the energy coming through here. You have the Fool with a angelic, childlike, simple energy. So people just feel like you're like the golden child, the white picket fence family. Everything's perfect until you realize it's not perfect. Queen of Swords, oh, she's a mean girl, that kind of thing. So let's see. Let's see. Clarify. Okay, so now we're going to get into what does their assumptions have to say about your shadow work. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. Oh, I haven't had that today until now. So we got 2 cards clarifying the one. 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups with the Queen of Wands. People just, okay. So it's making sense now. People feel like you're like, everything is my way, goes my way, because you have worked up to this point to conquer whatever it is that you choose. Change your mind, change your life. That's what you did. And so it kind of, yeah, the Hierophant's at the bottom of the deck. You think higher now, and so people think that this comes off as like pretentious or like you just had things come easy, but in reality this took a long time. The Knight of Pentacles now. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. the Queen of Swords. Yeah, that's why you're this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, because it wasn't just handed to you. You had to work for it. You had to think for it. You had to do for it. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. You had to do a lot of growing up. Yeah, the Hierophant is still at the bottom of the deck. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. That's crazy. Okay, so like the Ace of Pentacles represented what people assumed was like opportunities always being handed to you, but what they didn't realize is that what was always handed to you was false opportunities, false starts, false promises, false this, false that, okay? Wow. Two of Swords, you're like quite literally the opposite of what they assumed, okay? With the Devil card, clarifying the Fool, it's like it wasn't, I'm hearing shit ain't always sweet. Like the start wasn't as pretty as you think. Look at that, Seven of Wands, I had to fight. Okay, so this is reflecting your shadow work. The Hierophant is showing up again at the bottom of the deck, underneath the Seven of Wands. That's insane. So the way that people usually assume you are is like the complete opposite reason. It's like they're right on the right track, but their reasoning is wrong. Thinking that it was easy was wrong. Okay, you had to open your mind to get to this place where you feel like you could conquer anything, no matter how long it takes. You'll make something happen. You'll get that beginning that you want, because that's how you are. You also have this tendency to be obsessed with the thing that you set your mind on, this new beginning. You fight for what you want. The Hierophant, you set your mind to it, and there's nothing that can take you off of it. So that was the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Now going in with Moonology. Okay. The energy is gaining momentum, yeah. And this fell right on top of the Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, and Eight of Cups. The energy is gaining momentum wherever you choose to put energy. Once you learn that method right there, you were like, oh, okay, I just focus on it and it grows. Confidence is your key to success. So you became this Queen of Wands, confident. Time to give rather than to take. Realizing that just as much as you were giving to them, you can give to you. Yeah. With the Devil card here and the Fool, I feel like that's an energy of someone who was like, always like, la la la, I'll help everyone, but how can you help yourself? You finally come into contact with that part of you that's like, oh, just as much as I help them, I should help myself, and see where that gets me. Nothing is yet set in stone, because I had given up on myself when I necessarily didn't have to. Shadow work being commended today. Okay, so spirits, I thought they were going to come through to roast, but no, they came through to congratulate everyone here. Okay, let's get one card from the Practice You. Oh, that's way too many. One card from the Practice You Oracle deck. This is a new deck to this channel. All right, this card wants to come out. All right, we have place hands on heart, breathe, feel grounded and safe. This is how I quiet my body. This is how I steady my system. That's rose quartz. Trusting the moment. That's what this is giving me, actually. These two Moonology cards are backing this energy up. Green heart chakra with the rose quartz, and this purple is making me think of the crown chakra. So focusing on the desires of the heart, setting the mind to it. You can't take it away. Like, it's just here now. This group, big energy of what you set your mind to, you will achieve, you will accomplish, because you have an obsessive mentality, but you're using it in a healthy way. So let's see. Let's clarify with some wisdom of the oracle. Everyone has an obsession. It's just, is it helping you or hurting you? All right. Let's see. Observer. That thing that you're focused on, like I said, is it helping you or hurting you? This is clarifying more of the Devil for me. The thing, you choose to focus on success. Look at that, the yin energy. You choose to focus on this success, abundant mindset, attracting everything that you know is owed to you, the fates, sweeping out the things that had you doubting. Next, going in with the money and the law of attraction cards. We have, I can't tell stories of shortage and experience abundance. Shifting the story. The number 37 here. And look at that. the book. And I remember I was talking about a family with a lot of secrets. It's like if you dig into a book, then you finally discover all of the mysteries about it. It's like getting to the deeper details. Number 37 and 38 are standing out, but 7 is showing up here a lot, okay? The back of this card says, continuing to tell stories of shortage only continues to contradict your desire for abundance, and you cannot have it both ways. You cannot focus upon unwanted and receive wanted. You cannot focus upon stories about money that make you feel uncomfortable and allow into your experience what makes you feel uncomfortable, what makes you feel comfortable. So let me reiterate that. You can't tell stories about what makes you feel uncomfortable and expect to experience comfort. A different story will bring different results. My thoughts are the basis for the attraction of all things that I consider to be good, which includes enough money and health for my comfort and joy. So it's literally that. So the center of your reading is the Ace of Pentacles, where people assume everything was handed to you, but it was really false starts, and you had to make it something. You had to make it a reality. So it wasn't a bright beginning like they would think, like, oh, here you go. It was dark beginnings that had to be completed. It was presented to you as a false start, and you had to make it something real by switching the mentality to tell a different story. So you know what? Instead of playing the victim, I'll be the victor. All right, and let's go ahead and get one closing oracle card. This is the Sacred Self-Care. Sync with the moon, the number 51, and family at the bottom of the deck here. Ancestral patterns just came through on the yin side, so I feel like you've fallen into like sync with the fates. Yeah, something that you were meant to be doing here. My math could be wrong, but isn't 17 like the only number that multiplies a certain amount of times and gives you 51? Let me see. 51. Yeah, look, dog. What is it? What is 51 divided by 17? Three. Okay. But yeah, this is talking about 3, where is it? Yeah, 3 fated things that you were meant to come into contact with. You saw them, aligned with them, and you accepted them. So now it is yours. Number 3 is very important in your life. 3, so I'm seeing 777, so like 3 sevens, but, or 7 threes. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, most importantly, truth, and motivation to keep you going. If you'd like to book a personal reading very first, link in the description box to make that happen. But this is how people perceive you, what they assume about you. And this goes to show why their assumptions don't matter, because all that matters is who you actually are deep down. So I digress. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let's go ahead and wrap it up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.